And they're off. The 2016 Rio Olympics are now underway. Despite the fact that some events had to get a head start, i.e. soccer, which launched on the 3rd of August, the official opening ceremonies took place on the eve of August 5th, 2016. It was a 4-hour-long event, so don't beat yourself up if you didn't quite catch everything. It came off well despite the reduced budget, but it did have some moments that hinted to a less than picturesque front. Some will feel that it lived up to claims of being the sexiest opening ceremonies ever, thanks to Gisele Bündchen's final ever catwalk performance. And way to go out with a bang, the Brazilian model is extremely popular in her country of origin, and struck the runway to the iconic tune The Girl from Ipanema. Behind her was a platform of ever-changing architecture which was highlighted in the back, replicating the creations of well-known Brazilian architect Oscar Niemeyer. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it, sometimes pronunciation is hard. Gisele said, "This is for sure the longest runway I have ever walked in my life, and by far with the most amount of people watching. So it is a little nerve-wracking, I must say. This is a very special moment for my country, and I am humbled that they invited me to be a part of such a special celebration." The 207 Olympic teams were greeted warmly, with the loudest applause being given to the special refugee team made up of 10 people from different conflict regions around the world. Even the newly reduced Russian team still got its share of applause, amidst some jeering admittedly. The team was cut from 389 athletes to 271 following the scandal that revealed accusations of institutionalized doping amongst the track and field team. Russia's Olympic Committee president Alexander Zhukov stated that since the scandal broke, the Russian team underwent one of the most rigorous checks ever. The Russian team may have experienced the toughest checks of the Olympics because they had to go through multiple tests and checks. On top of that, Russian athletes are going through additional testing, which is taking place at the Olympic Village. So as of now, the Russian team is probably the cleanest in Rio. While Zhukov considers the exclusion of any athletes to be a great injustice, it is better than the all-out Russian team ban that some were calling for. Some boos were given to Argentina, but all in good fun, as Brazil and Argentina have a sports rivalry that, while intense, for the most part remains friendly, aside from the more intense sports fans out there. However, some real boos were given to Brazil's acting president Michael Temer, who took office when the impeachment process was begun against former president Dilma Rousseff. Some feel his ties to the former president are still too close and their mindsets too similar. Ironically, one of the most contentious decisions of Rousseff's tenure was deciding to host the Olympics in the first place, due to the high costs that would ensue when the country was already experiencing an economic downturn. Temer attempted to keep booing to a minimum, aware of the reception he would receive by not receiving an introduction to the crowd near the ceremony's commencement, which is standard for the hosting country. While these ceremonies took place, there were protesters lined up alongside the Copacabana beach calling for his removal as interim president. But back to the spectacle, there were cheers for famed marathoner Vanderlei Cordeiro, who lit the Olympic cauldron. The organization, of course, spelled these games out as a moment of national pride. All Brazilians can be very proud tonight. With the Olympic Games as a catalyst, you have achieved in only 7 years what generations before you could only dream of. You have transformed Rio de Janeiro into a modern metropolis and made it even more beautiful. You managed this at a very difficult time in Brazilian history. We have always believed in you. So a mixed bag of events, too many to mention them all here really, with some underlying tensions that some may not have been aware of. Still, a great night of dance, spectacle, and all the usual things the Olympic opening ceremonies is known for. However, with the civil unrest and the threat of Zika, it's no surprise that excitement over this year's Olympics is somewhat tempered. Did you guys watch the opening ceremony? What was your favorite part of it if you did? Share all your thoughts down below. I'm Sasha Wood, thanks so much for watching IO. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. 2 more videos over there for you to check out. Links down below for more details on everything we spoke about, as well as social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.